This poem is for my ancestors. My heart still marches to their beat. The resonating rhythm of drums around flames. My hair is still plaited the way my grandmother left it. My fingers are still greasy from buffalo meat. My feet are still calloused from walking on tough terrain, and then you came, carrying parasites on your ships and syphilis on your blankets. These are gifts, you said, but they have never stopped taking. My heart still marches to their beat. Quicken as I watch you rape my baby sister, draw blood from her 10-year-old hymen. You are hateful. You dismember our warriors with your malice and decapitate our shaman to cut off our spiritual guidance. My heart still skips a beat when I think of my village burning. See my tribe run to escape, but we are not faster than your bullets, your cannons. Blast off legs and amputate arms, your guns. Go off in rhythmic spurts. I can't help but think of drums. My heart still breaks when I think of you stealing our children in the middle of the night and placing them in dormitories. Giving them white men's clothes and Christianity. You cut their hair and take their strength and simulate them to be like you. My hair is still plaited the way my grandmother left it. But that was 2 months ago before we were forced on this journey. My feet are purple from walking on frozen ground and thin moccasins. You made us walk from Georgia to Oklahoma in the winter months. Baby strapped to our backs, our shoulders are aching. You have not let us stop for days. My child has not cried for hours, but I will continue to carry his stiff corpse because I cannot bear to leave him here. My hair is still matted from lying on dirty blankets, being raped by soldier after soldier. My vagina is swollen shut, but you force yourself in. You bruise my thighs, break my pelvis, impregnate me, and leave me there. The wolves will devour my body, for it was a harsh winter. My hair is still wet from sweat for being beaten for speaking my native tongue. We write small notes to pass on to our children so they do not forget us through language they renamed us, called us Tom or Linda until we forgot how to pronunciate those given to us. My fingers are still greasy from buffalo meat. But nowadays that seems non-existent. You've decimated the population and built railroad tracks across their habitat, and I can still remember hearing buffaloes mate outside my teepee in the spring, but they can no longer find partners that they are not related to. My fingers are still stained from the blood of my father as he died in my arms. They cut him open, ripped his ribcage and tore out his heart because he had too much of it. It pulsated in his hand until they dropped it and stomped it into the ground. My fingers are still weary from weaving blankets and dream catchers, but that cannot stop this nightmare. We are starving. We are stuck on the barren lands of reservations where the highest cause of death is suicide or alcoholism. We are dying right underneath your noses. How do you not smell the stench of us? My feet are still calloused from walking on tough terrain. Now they touch nothing but cement. We watch you through hollow eyes destroy our mother. You disfigure her face with skyscrapers and landmines, make track lines on her arms through highways. The green movement is welcome, but we have been screaming, unlitter us. My feet are still weary for searching for safe ground. The soil that you left us with will not nurture our crops. We are starving. We have prayed and cried, but what happens when our voices go hoarse and our tear ducts dry? My feet are still swollen from diabetes. We rely on government food of sugar, starch, and dairy to feed our obese children. We are dying from broken hearts and spirits, but you can still hear us. Play drums around flames. The ancestors still hear us calling. The wind still sings our song. The trees still whisper our name. Our invisibility is optional. Can you see me?